Good afternoon. Shall we resume?
Yeah, please proceed.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll come to my question number 3. Explain the method of conditional relations. Paṭṭhāna-Naya. As introduction, the Theravada Buddhism recognizes two doctrines of conditionality. The first one is the Paṭṭhāna-Samutpada, the doctrine of dependent origination or dependent arising, which describe a 12 links of cause and effects as follows. This law sets down a series of cause-effect relationships as links in mutual dependence, so as to form a ring called the wheel of life. It is expressed by when this cause or effect arises or exists, that result or effect comes to be. Therefore, with the cessation or absence of this cause or factors, that result or effect will not arise. The second method being the Paṭṭhāna-Naya, the method of conditional relations, which analyzes all mental and material phenomena through 24 specific conditional modes, each defined by 3 aspects. The conditioning state, which is the cause, the conditioned state, which is the effect or result, and the conditioning power, which is the driving force. It differs from dependent origination by being exhaustive, multi-directional, and applicable to a single mind moment, as well as across lifetimes. This question focuses on the method of conditional relations, which is Paṭṭhāna-Naya. The method of conditional relations, Paṭṭhāna-Naya, is the 7th of the final book of Abhidhamma Pitaka. It is the Abhidhamma's culminating method for seeing how Dhammas arise, persist, and cease, dependent on multiple conditions rather than a single cause. The fundamental principle is the axiom of the Paṭṭhāna holds that no phenomena exists independently. All beings except Nibbana are dependent on conditions. It examines the relation of mental materiality phenomena at the moment of rebirth blinking, during life, and at death, using the Dhamma-Sangani framework of Matikas, the triplets and the couplets. Unlike the linear Paticca-Samuppada, it offers a more subtle and complex simultaneous analysis of the causal relationship, showing how causes, which is the Paccaya Dhamma, produce effects, Paccayoppanna Dhamma, through specific force, Paccaya Sati. Any event of the experience is a configuration of conditions. When the condition changes, the event changes. No self is required. Only conditional process, anatta. Paṭṭhāna uses model analysis, how one Dhamma conditions another in 24 ways, while Paticca-Samuppada uses temporal or causal sequence that arise because that arose. I find it very hard to remember all the 24 Paccayas. So through inquiry using Noble AI, it shows that the 24 Paccayas may be grouped by the way how they condition Dhammas. So this is the search result. The fourth analytical framework involves 1, by occurrence, by depicting the causal relationship as when A is present, how does it condition B, and when absent. 2nd, by time, how do causes brings effect to the past, present, and future conditionings. 3, by object range, same plane, example, wholesome mind to with wholesome mind and cross-plane, material to mental, etc. The fourth, by modality, the specific type of conditional relationship, which referring to the 24 paccayas. By understanding the causes, effects, and the driving force behind them, it shows a clear guidelines for one to practice how to promote the wholesome and support the factors for beneficial outcomes. At the same time, how to diminish and weaken the influence of the unwholesome causal factors. So now the 24 paccayas group under specific group through the way they condition the dhammas. A, by concurrence, that is, co-arising mutual support within a moment. It includes 1, the sahajata paccayoti or co-nascence, where factors arising together condition one another. Example, contact, feelings, perception in one moment. Second, anya manya paccayoti, mutuality. Co-arising factors support one another reciprocally. 3, nisaya paccayoti, support. A base support what depends on it. For example, body supports consciousness at the sense door. 4, sampayutta paccayoti, association. Sharing objects, based time and mutual penetration. 5, ati paccayoti, presence. What is present condition what coexists? 6, avigata paccayoti, non-disappearance. Ongoing factors condition ongoing phenomena. 7, jhana paccayoti. The jhana factors condition associated states. 8, magga paccayoti. How the path factors condition associated wholesome states. Through mental cultivation, one may try to strengthen the wholesome co-arising factors by cultivating path and jhana factors. Maintain presence of mindfulness so that the wholesome factors remain present and does not perish, which refers to the ati and avigata paccaya. The second group being a succession from moment to moment flow, which includes anattara paccayoti, proximity. One mind moment leads to the other. It shows how the preceding momentum matters in leading towards the subsequent event. 10, samanantara paccayoti, contiguity, immediate seamless succession. 11, asevana paccayoti, repetition. Repetition and habitual practices of the same factors strengthen tendencies. This advocates one to guard the first unwholesome moment, do not feed its succession. On the other hand, it is wise to repeat wholesome moment to build momentum. The third group, asynchrony, which is different times before or after, which includes Purejata paccayoti, pre-nascence. Earlier phenomena support the later ones. Paccayata paccayoti, post-nascence. Later phenomena supports earlier recent ones. Example, mind-sustaining posture. 14, nati paccayoti, which is the absence. By removal of factors, enable others to happen. 15, vigata paccayoti, disappearance. The passing away of factors conditions what remains. It is necessary to prepare supports in advance. Purejata, after arising, sustained wholesome states. Paccayata, at the same time, deliberately remove the hindrances, which is nati and vigata paccaya. The fourth group, object and dominance, which includes 16, aramana paccayoti, which is object paccaya. conditions. What the mind takes as its object conditions that mind, guards the sense door from stimulated and drowned with feelings and attachment, is the aim of the practice. 17. Adipati Pachayoti, predominance. A dominant factor governs the state. Intention can lead the rest by diminishing its influence through cultivating purification of minds. Based on this knowledge, one learns that purification of mind involves curating objects and aims. A clear, wholesome adipati goal or zeal steers the mind towards the wholesome action that might lead to its corresponding effects or result. The fifth group, the roots and the faculties, which is referring to the governing qualities. 18. Hetu Pachayoti, the root. The root refers to the three wholesome roots of mind. Unwholesome, sorry, this is unwholesome. Greed, hate, delusion, and the opposite root mental state, which are the wholesome. None greed, none hate, none delusion. By cultivate none greed, none hate, none delusion to change the mental tone. 17. It's Indriya Pachayoti, the faculty. Faith, energy, mindfulness, concentration, wisdom, and other faculties dominate function. By cultivating wholesome and mind roots, such as non-greed, non-hate, non-delusion, one might be able to balance the 5 spiritual faculties. The 6th group, karma and its result, which include 20, karma, pachayoti, karma, conditions, its intention as the conditioning force. 21, vipaka, pachayoti, the karma result, the resultant phenomena from the past karma. This acts as a guideline for one being aware to attend carefully to present intention. These conditional relations may enable one to receive result with wisdom and non-reactivity. Then the 7th group, strong support and sustenance. Under this group, we have condition 22, Upanisaya Pachayoti, decisive support. A stronger or powerful background condition keeping outcomes. Example, repeated reflection, cetasika or habitual tendencies, strong basis like bhava, inclines to renunciation, makes the arising of another dharma profitable and stable. 23rd, ahara pachayoti, nutriment. For nutriment, sustained process, physical food, contact, mental volition, consciousness. These causal relations enable one by being aware that by building decisive support through environment, companionship, study, and repeated reflection, manage nutriment skillfully leads to beneficial results. And then the 8th group, cross-mode conditioning. Under this condition number 24, vipayutta pachayoti, disassociation. Conditioning without being conjoined, example, mind matter. This knowledge enables one to remember that the mind and body condition each other, even when not conjoined. Adjust posture, breath, and lifestyle will help the mind. And that's another group which is repeated certain condition mentioned earlier for the presence or absence set, often taught together. Ati pachayoti, which is the presence. Nati pachayoti, absence. Vigata pachayoti, disappearance. Avigata pachayoti, non-disappearance. What is important about this causal relationship is it explains the necessity of removing what obstructs. On the other hand, maintain what supports. This pairwise lens is highly practical in daily life. As conclusion, the method of conditional relation is actually the microscopic causal analysis web, moment-to-moment, multi-factor conditioning within the and across aggregates, mind moments, and material phenomena. It is exhaustive in method. It intended to map any event using the multiple simultaneous conditions. For example, roots, objects, predominance, present, absent, etc. It works well for fine-grained vipassana meditation and for the training attention to support conditions. Thus, Paṭṭhāna-Naya is not merely a list of 24 conditions, but a dynamic analytical framework that maps how any phenomena arises, persists, and ceases through multiple interacting forces, offering a practical map for insight meditation and ethical training. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Anyone comment? No comment. They move to the next one.
Okay. Can I just ask a few,
Yes.
just for clarification? On your slide 12,
Wait. Let me check the slide first. Slide number 12.
okay, if you're up there, we go up there first.
Okay.
Okay, number 3 first. Number 3. Okay.
Okay.
3 is you slide 3. Number 3 above.
This is number 3 or on here?
Slide number 3. Okay. In your number 1, is it a form to form a ring? I think a ring mutual dependence so as to form a ring called the wheel of life. I think a ring may be sometimes quite misleading to some, because if it's a ring, you can't change, you know.
I see.
So that's why
Should be a cycle.
a cycle or a spiral, because
Okay.
a spiral can go up as well as go down. See, that means you can move upward.
Okay,
or
from a
downward.
spiral.
That's why normally I prefer to use spiral.
Okay, thank you.
So this is one. Then the slide number 7. 7. Okay. Maintain presence of mindfulness. Okay, this one is okay. So that the wholesome factors remain present. But actually, the wholesome factors cannot remain always present. It will rise and go.
I see.
It will keep arising. What we can do is by keep helps them to keep on arising. After
Okay,
inspiration.
so that the will so
Keep
that
arising rather than
to
that wholesome factors
keep
will keep arising. Keep
the
wholesome
arising from time to time.
Keep arising like asawana,
Arising
pachaya, like that.
from time to time.
Then that way you'll be more meaning to it.
Thank you.
Then okay, slide 10, you have found out the unwholesome is actually unwholesome, but your slide there is wholesome. You found out.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, then slide number 12. Okay, you put that example, repeated reflection, cetasika or habitual tendency. Is this cetasika and habitual tendency of the same meaning or what? Or is it a different?
Actually, from the notes that I mean the information that I get from Noble AI, it is actually the same. So I'm not sure because it is beyond my understanding.
Okay. Then the other one is strong bases like bhava. So I was wondering whether it's strong bases and bhava are the similar or what? Because I can't understand that one.
So just delete it. Easy. That's
Okay,
easy for
okay.
me because I did. It is not proper to write something that might sound ambiguous.
Okay. So that's what I want to clarify.
Thank you. Any
That's all.
more?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for helping me to do this. Okay, now I will share Sister Chai Hun's one. Wait. Okay, now comes to Sister Chai Hun's question 4. Enumerates the 24 conditions of the law of causal relations, Paṭṭhāna-Naya, and explain any difference, if any, in the method of Paṭṭhāna-Naya and dependent arising, Paṭṭhāna-Naya. Paṭṭhāna-Naya, the method of conditional relations. The term Paṭṭhāna-Naya in Pali terms, where pa means various and thana refers to the states or condition, to mean the study of various conditional relations or methods of analysis of conditions. Paṭṭhāna-Naya reveals the mind and matter, nama and rupa, do not arise from a single cause. Multiple conditioning factors are always at play, which embodies the teaching of dependent origination, Paticca-Samuppada. Paṭṭhāna-Naya is detailed in the 7th book of Abhidhamma Piṭṭaka, the Paṭṭhāna. It is considered central to understanding Buddhist teaching on conditionality and dependent origination. Paṭṭhāna describes 24 unique conditions, paccaya, under which all mental and physical phenomena operate. These 24 conditions operate both across lifetime and in a single mind moment. The system allows Buddhists to understand reality as a dynamic interplay of forces, rejecting any permanent self or fixed entity, a teaching called anatta. The 3 aspects of Paṭṭhāna relations includes, first one, the conditioning state, paccaya dhamma, which assists in the arising of new dhammas and help to support the existing dhammas. Second, the conditionally arisen state, which is the paccayuppana dhamma, dhammas that have a reason depending on the paccaya dhammas. The third one, the conditioning power of the dhammas, paccaya sati, the manner in which the conditioning states acts. The 24 conditions includes the following. 1. Hetu paccaya, root condition. 2. Aramana paccaya, object condition. 3. Adipati paccaya, predominance condition. 4. Anantara paccaya, proximity condition. 5. Samantara paccaya, and contiguity condition. 6. Sahajata paccaya, connaissance condition. 7. Anyamanya paccaya, mutually condition. 8. Nisaya paccaya, support conditions. The 9th, Upanisaya paccaya, decisive support condition. 10. Purejata paccaya, pre-nascence condition. 11. Pacca-jata paccaya, post-nascence condition. 12. Asevana paccaya, repetition condition. 13. Karma paccaya, karma condition. 14. Vipaka paccaya, result condition. 15. Ahara paccaya, nutriment condition. 16. Indriya paccaya, faculty condition. 17. Jhana paccaya, jhana condition. 18. Magga paccaya, path condition. 19. Sampayutta paccaya, association condition. 20. Vipayutta paccaya, dissociation condition. 21. Ati paccaya, presence condition. 22nd. Nati paccaya, absence condition. 23. Vikata paccaya, disappearance condition. 24. Avikata paccaya, non-disappearance condition. Now, it is the elaboration of the 24 conditions. Number 1, Hetu Pacaya. The 6 roots are Loba, Dosa, Moha, Aloba, Adosa, and Amoha. Then, Aramana Pacaya. Everything can be an object of experience. Rupa is experienced at the sense door and mind door. Citta, Cetasika, Nibbana, and concepts are experienced only through mind door. Then, Adipati Pacaya. 4 dhammas that can exercise dominating powers are Chanda, the desire, Citta, consciousness, Virya, effort, and Vimamsa, wisdom. Following by that, Anantara Pacaya. Past consciousness conditions the next consciousness with no interval between the 2 consciousness. Following by Samanantara Pacaya. Similar to Anantara Pacaya, emphasize the continuous succession, contiguity in a witty or mental procedure. Then it is Sahajata Pacaya. 2 or more dhammas arise together and mutually condition one another. They are simultaneously pacaya for one another. Anyamanya Pacaya. 2 dhammas are mutually supportive. Each is a pacaya for the other, a stronger form of mutual dependence. Then comes Nisaya Pacaya. A dhamma acts as a base on which another depends. Later on, it is Upanisaya Pacaya, a decisive, habitual, or powerful support that makes the arising of another dhamma probable and stable. Then, Pure Jata Pacaya. Pre-existing condition arises before its effect. Followed by another condition, Pacaya Jata Pacaya. Condition arises after the phenomenon it supports. Next, Asevana Pacaya. Conditioning by repeated practice. Then another one is Karma Pacaya. Relational acts karma act as the condition for results, the karmic vipaka, the moral or intentional causal links between actions and result. This one is vipaka pacaya. A ripened result, vipaka, conditions further processes. A karmic result can itself become a pacaya for another dhammas. The next one, ahara pacaya. Food or nutritive condition, which referring to the physical nourishment. Next, indriya pacaya, the faculties, indriya, such as the eye faculty, mind faculty, conditions what can arise through the faculty. Then, jhana pacaya. The mental states of jhana absorption act as a condition in special ways. For example, they create a state in which certain kinds of results follow, such as strong tranquility, altered attention. Followed by Magga Pacaya, factors on the Buddhist path conditioning spiritual attainment. Next, Sambayutta Pacaya, coexisting phenomena that are associated. For example, Citta is associated with Cetasika. The next one, Vipayutta Pacaya, coexisting phenomena that are unassociated. The next one, Ati Pacaya, presence of a phenomena conditions others. The next one, Nati Pacaya, the absence, that is, the previous dhamma has ceased, can be a necessary condition for something else to arise. The next one, Vikata Pacaya, a dhamma that has already fallen away act as a condition for the subsequent event. The finished state functioning as the background cause. The next one, Avikata Pachaya, continued existence of a phenomena, conditions others. So this may be phrased into a table. This is the scope analysis. So for the aspect, for phenomena cover under Paṭṭhāna-Naya, primarily mental and psychophysical phenomena relevant to the cycle of suffering, whereas in Paṭṭhāna-Naya, all conditioned phenomena, all 89 or 121 types of consciousness, 52 mental factors, 28 types of materiality, the unconditioned elements Nibbana is also included as an object of condition. When we refer to the temporal scopes, Paticcasamuppada-Naya focuses on the sequence across 3 lifetimes, past, present, and future, and to explain samsara. Whereas for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, it analyzes conditionality across past, present, and future, but also within a single moment, across moments, and without regard to temporal boundaries. When we refer to the plane of existence, under Paticcasamuppada-Naya, it focuses on the structure of samsara across all planes, but does not exhaustively analyze all conditional relations within each plane. Whereas for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, exhaustively analyzes conditional relations across the sensuous plane, which is the Kama Vachara, 5 material phenomena, Rupa Vachara, immaterial plane, Arupa Vachara, and the supra-mundane, Lokatura. When we refer to the methodological approach, Paticcasamuppada-Naya is actually linear, sequential, diachronic model of causality. The 12 links are presented in a fixed sequence. Avijja Pachaya Sankara, with ignorance as condition, volitional formation arise. Sankara Pachaya Vijnana, with volitional formation as condition, consciousness arises. The sequence is unidirectional. Though mutually conditioning relationship exists within the links, for example, between consciousness and name and form. The primary purpose is to demonstrate the origin or samudaya of suffering through a chain of conditionality, and by revising the sequence, its cessation, nirodha. It is a narrative that tells the story of how a being becomes entangled in samsara and how that entanglement can be unraveled, and so forth through the 12 links. Whereas under Paṭṭhāna-Naya, approach is actually multi-dimensional, exhaustive, synchronic, and diachronic model. It does not present a single sequence, but instead it applies its all 24 conditions to all possible combination of phenomena through the fourfold analytical method, the Chatubhaga-Naya, examining the conditioning state, Pachaya, examining the conditioned state, the Pachayupanna, examining the conditional relation, Pachaya Sati, examining the conditional phenomena, Pachaya Ta. The analysis is then applied in 3 modes. Forward modes, Anuloma, beginning with wholesome phenomena. Reverse method, Patiloma, beginning with the indeterminate phenomena. The third one, combined method, Anuloma Patiloma, mixed order of analysis. The result is not a linear chain, but an exhaustive matrix of conditional relations, revealing that any given phenomena is conditioned by multiple conditions operating simultaneously. The third aspect, complex in terms of complexity and details. Paṭṭhāna-Naya operates with 12 principal factors, Nidana. Through this includes many sub-factors. The framework is elegant in its simplicity and accessibility, making it suitable for a wide range of practitioners. It provides a middle-level analysis, detailed enough to reveal the structure of suffering, but not so detailed as to overwhelm. Under Paṭṭhāna-Naya, the Paṭṭhāna operates with 24 distinct conditional relations. Each can be applied in multiple ways. The complexity is exponentially greater. For example, how a single moment of sense consciousness is conditioned by hetus, roots, ara, mana, object, sahajata, cognizant mental factors, anya, manya, mutuality with mental factors, nisaya, dependence on the sense base, ure jata, pre-nascent sense base, ati, presence of all of this, avigata, the non disappearing, and potentially others. This level of details represent a microscopic analysis suitable for advanced practitioners and those engaged in deep analytical meditation. The fourth aspect on its purpose and soteriological role. Paṭṭhāna-Naya play the role with a primary purpose, which is soteriological. It directly reveals the origin and cessation of suffering. Understanding dependent arising is sufficient for liberation. The practitioner who penetrates the 12 links sees how ignorance conditions suffering and how the cessation of ignorance leads to the cessation of suffering. Thus, attain stream entry and ultimately arahantship. Whereas the role of the Paṭṭhāna-Naya serves as a complementary but distinct role. It is the exhaustive analysis that leaves no room for any lingering doubt or ignorance regarding conditionality. Regarding the mode of analysis, Paṭṭhāna-Naya provides structural analysis necessary for liberation. As for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, it provides the complete analytical mastery that is hallmark of the Buddha's omniscience. When regard to the Buddha's enlightenment, the dependent arising was the insight that leads to Buddha's awakening, whereas the Paṭṭhāna represents the full unfolding of his omniscient knowledge, the ability to see all phenomena in their full conditional complexity. For the practitioner, the Paṭṭhāna serves as a tool for eradicating residual doubts about causality, a basis for advanced insight meditation, where one directly sees the multiple conditional relations governing each moment, a cognitive framework that mirrors the omniscience understanding of a fully enlightened Buddha. The fifth aspect, treatment of materiality. Paṭṭhāna-Naya. Materiality or rupa is secondary as the emphasis is predominantly on the mental factors that perpetuate samsara. The detailed mechanics of how material phenomena conditions one another and how they interact with mental phenomena beyond the basic framework are not elaborated. Whereas for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, it provides a comprehensive analysis of material conditionality. It examines how the four great elements, Mahaputta, condition, derive materiality, upadaya rupa, through connaissance, mutuality, dependence, presence, and non-disappearance. And second aspect, how material phenomena conditions other material phenomena. For example, the eye conditions the other sense faculties. The third one, how material phenomena conditions mental phenomena. For example, the sense-based conditions sense consciousness through pre-nascence condition. The next, how material phenomena conditions mental phenomena. Example, consciousness conditions the body through post-nascence condition. Finally, the comprehensive treatment makes the Paṭṭhāna a complete theory of all conditioned existence, not merely a theory of cycle of rebirth. 6. Treatment of time. Under Paṭṭhāna-Naya, there are 3 lifetime models. Past life, ignorance, and volitional formations, link 1 to 2. For present life, consciousness through becoming, link 3 to 10. And future life, birth, aging, and death, refers to link 11 and 12. The model demonstrates how karma from past lives condition the present, and how the present actions condition future lives. However, it does not exhaustively analyze all possible temporal relations. As for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, it is involving multiple temporal modes. The Paṭṭhāna distinguishes and analyzes all possible temporal modes of conditionality. This includes connaissance, sahajata, conditions operating simultaneously at the moments of arising. Pre-nascence, pure jata, conditions that arise before the conditions later phenomena. Post-nascence, pacha jata, conditions that arise after and sustain earlier phenomena. Successive, through anantara, samanantara, aseva, conditions across successive moments. Asynchronous, through karma, conditions that produce results across significant temporal gaps. The nouns treatment of time allows the Paṭṭhāna to account for causal relationship that the 3 lifetime models does not address. 7. Accessibility and pedagogical role. In terms of accessibility, Paṭṭhāna-Naya, it is universal accessibility. Dependent arising is taught extensively in the suttas and is accessibly to all practitioners, from beginners to advanced. Its 12-link structure is relatively straightforward to memorize and contemplate. For Paṭṭhāna-Naya, traditionally reserved for advanced practitioners, its studies require a thorough grounding in the earlier Abhidhamma texts, developed analytical faculties, usually a formal study under a qualified teacher, and often a predisposition towards analytical modes of understanding. As regard to the pedagogical role, under Paṭṭhāna-Naya, the Buddha taught it to the monastic and lay people alike, making it a universal teaching suitable for all. Whereas for Paṭṭhāna-Naya, in the traditional Buddhist education, the Paṭṭhāna is studied after completing the other 6 Abhidhamma books. Its complexity means it is not taught as a universal teaching, but as a specialized advanced curriculum. As conclusion, both Paṭṭhāna-Naya and Paticca-Samuppatta-Naya explains on conditionality, ida paccayata, that is, when this is, that is. With the arising of this, that arises. Both allow multiple conditions to operate together. Paṭṭhāna-Naya is a model analysis, while Paticca-Samuppada is a schematic chain. Paṭṭhāna is exhaustive, that is, cover all dhammas, while Paticca-Samuppada is selective, which focus on dukkha origination. The goal on both is the end of suffering through right understanding of conditions. Insight into conditionality culminates in dispassion and release. So this is a reference made by Sister Chai Hun. The textbooks, Brother Lau's notes, Noble AI, and from
Any comment?
advices,
No
yeah,
comment.
from
Pretty
Lau.
long here. Almost coming to 5.
If no comment, then I'll stop.
I wonder how she produced this material.
I think most probably from Noble AI, because Noble AI, if you post questions, they will give you certain framework. Even from Google search, I think when you just type a questions, they will give you a model answer. Maybe I'm not sure whether this is from that, but I think the summarization comes more from AI.
Yeah, that I agree. But then normally Noble don't give such an elaborate tabulation. So
Yeah.
it has to come from maybe I don't know where she got it. But it's actually very helpful. To me, some of the
Yes,
points are
true.
very helpful. I'll go through some of the tables, the details in the tables. I think it gives me a new perspective also as to how I understand some of the conditions. Very good. Thanks to her.
Okay, I think we shall come to a close.